Hey y'all, it's Nicola. So let's get started with your daily collective reading. Let's get 3 cards of guidance. What guidance do we have for the collective? What energy are we drawing today? What guidance do we have for the collective? Okay. Give me one more. Give me one more. Okay. Give me one more card of guidance. We're going to take 2. We got 2 more. All right, so the first card that we have is Goddess of the Unknown. It says, a new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. Okay. The next card we have was Angel of Union. It says, a partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. Okay. Next card we have is God of the Underworld. It says, something which no longer serves you is about to end. Okay. And we also have Angel of Finances. It says, honor and give thanks for the blessings you are about to receive. So the underlying energy is Goddess of Beauty. It says, you're a wondrous being of light. There is nothing to change or to fix. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, like you're really in a space of not knowing what the next, thing that is happening within your life, whether it be within your physical life, emotionally, within your career. You don't know what's going to happen. So you're in the space of maybe questioning your own worth or questioning if you're making the right moves, right decisions. You're fine just the way you are. Just allow things to unfold however they will. All right, so let's see what messages we have. This is for the collective. I'm recovering, y'all, from my, I had to go on my shell this weekend, like seriously. All right, so let's see what messages for guidance do we have. This is for the collective. What messages, what guidance do we have for the collective? What messages, what energy are we drawing? We're using the Medicine Woman Tarot deck. Okay. Oink. Keep them out. What messages do we have for the collective? What energy are we drawing? What guidance do we have for the collective? Messages, guidance, and energy. So, looks like we got a little message here. They ain't gonna let me... ain't gonna make me put that one out. Oh, okay. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Yep. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, let's read what we got here before I start with the reading. Ace of Wands here with the Two of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you have this new, I feel like you have this new opportunity that is going to require you to get out of stagnation. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you really need to follow your heart, do what is right for you, be in alignment with what is right. For some of you guys, it may be retreating from a situation. Okay. It may be, taking action to create a new path. Some of you guys, I feel like with the Two of Swords, you could have been at a stalemate. Two of Swords in reverse, you're needing to come out of that energy. You're needing to come out of your head and follow your heart. Bring balance to your heart and mind so that you can be in alignment with this new opportunity that you have manifested and you're needing to take action on. Okay, so whoever that's for, that's who it's for. Okay, because these cards that fall out on this collective reading, those be for, I guess specific people. All right, Page of Pentacles here. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, and it is bright, and nothing I can do about it. I took it off brightness and everything. It's how it is today, y'all. So unfortunately, these cards, let me see if I can make it. I cannot make it darker because then it's going to be all messed up. These cards are white. So the only color is what they drew on them. Let's see if I can get, there we go. So maybe if I do a little bit of that dazzle there, you'll be able to see the cards. All right, so I feel like for a lot of you guys with the Page of Swords, there could be some challenging information. You could be at a delay, and I feel like if you're at a delay, it's because your mind is not at peace. You need to bring peace to your thoughts so that you can get out of this delay. 6 of Cups, moving away from a past situation. 7 of Pentacles here. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're at a temporary pause in action. I feel like there's some investments to a foundation that need to happen, and that's what the 7 of Pentacles are. 7 of Pentacles is planting seeds. So some of you guys, I feel like you're storing some things away. You're at a pause right now because you feel like you need to put something up. You need to build something, create something, invest in something. We got the 2 of Cups here. Some of you guys are at a temporary pause in action in regards to some sort of partnership or relationship. I keep showing this. Oh, y'all can see them a little bit. Let me see if I can turn this down, y'all. I cannot. I want y'all to see these fucking cards. Like, all right. Here comes a thought that just reminds you. Y'all, I'm singing Here Comes a Thought from Steven Universe. I love that song. So yeah, Seven of Pentacles here with the Two of Cups. Some of you guys are at a temporary pause in action around a relationship or some sort of partnership. With the High Priestess here, I feel like you're searching for answers, seeking answers. I feel like you're delaying yourself here because King of Swords, you know the truth. So you're seeking the truth you already have knowledge of. King of Swords already has the knowledge. He's just in a space of taking action. So maybe this is the next step, taking action and investing into this relationship. I feel like you know that you need to, but you're at this delay. So 8 of Swords here, you're at a delay because you're lacking confidence within yourself. 3 of Pentacles here, you're lacking confidence putting the work in, putting things in motion. 8 of Pentacles here. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, it is time for you to start investing. It is time for you to put the work in. That's what the 8 of Pentacles is. It's about working. It's about the daily strive or the daily investment that you put into something, whether it be monetarily, energetically, or even mentally. With the Queen of Wands here, I feel like you're lacking confidence within yourself. For a lot of you guys, I feel like it's time for you to move toward happiness. 10 Cups. Queen of Wands would be moving toward, if you're moving in a new direction and the new direction is 10 Cups, that means you're moving toward a situation that brings emotional fulfillment, that has this sort of, celebration. Okay, that has this sort of celebration going on. So with the 8 of Cups here, I do feel like for a lot of you guys, this is about you maturing. This is about an emotional maturation, or it's about growing up emotionally. Like, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you need to be on the space of moving toward true happiness for yourself, and it does require you to get out of the state of investing and actually move toward what you know you need to invest in. And for some of you guys, again, this is about moving away from a past situation or moving away from past energies, maybe even past emotions, and really investing them moving forward into something that's going to bring emotional fulfillment. Now, for some of you guys, this something is 2 Cups, a relationship. For others of you, this is some sort of partnership with the 3 of Pentacles, maybe a work relationship or something like that. Regardless, you're not going to be able to invest if you keep holding yourself back with your thoughts, if you keep creating prisons around yourself. So for some of you guys, this is about like actually putting in the work, like actually investing what is necessary, whether it be time, energy, thoughts, affection, whatever is necessary in order to get something in motion, because 3 of Pentacles is in the middle of the read. So whatever you need to do to get whatever this next step is in your life, whatever you need to do to invest in it, that's what needs to happen. For some of you guys, I'm gonna be real with you, the only thing you need to do is, and I hate to say it this way, but it's an emotional maturity. You need to grow up. Okay, for some of you guys, you're holding yourself back or keeping yourself in this state of restriction because you're in a small mindset. Page of Swords, you're thinking small. You're not really investing as much as you should be, or even your thought. You may not be investing as much thought as you should be, or much effort as you should be into putting something in motion. So I feel like the reason, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, it's not that you can't put it in. I feel like the reason why you're not investing, and I'll be 100% with you, from what I see here, this lack of confidence within yourself is causing you to kind of be in this cycle of just being at a delay. I feel like you're underestimating your abilities. So because you're underestimating your abilities, you're not even putting forth the effort. You're not even putting forth an attempt. And you need to move away from that energy. There needs to be an active investment in order to create 10 Pentacles here. And you got 1, 2, 3 8s here. So this is about being in alignment with creating a new cycle, okay? Because 3s represent creativities and being in alignment. But when you got 3 8s and 8s represent a cycle, you need to be in alignment with creating a new cycle, meaning you need to break the habit of not investing in your own abilities, of not making decisions based off your own desires, of not trusting your intuition or the knowledge that you even know physically in life to invest into something that is a good decision for you. I feel like you're just in a space of storing away. Put it like this. I remember before, and I finished my book now, even though I haven't released it because I'm doing a lot of stuff together. Anyway, when I first began writing my book, not even this one, the first book that I actually attempted to write, and honestly, I have not finished that book to this day. It is a fiction book. I've not finished it because I moved on to something different. But I remember it took me, I got like 50 pages in. It took me almost 6 months to do them 50 pages. And I know some people are probably like, especially my writers, probably like, okay, that's kind of, it's according to where your mind at. If you can't get those words out, I get it. You feel me? But it wasn't that I couldn't get the words out. It's because I wasn't dedicating enough time to it. I wasn't investing into that book. And once I wrote my other book, I realized why I wasn't investing, because it wasn't something that I actually wanted. It was something that I wanted to do, but what I was writing into the book wasn't what I wanted to write. So it was like I was holding myself back from writing my truth and writing just like surface level bullshit, because I was afraid of really truly being open or expressing myself or showing my true, knowledge. So for some of you guys, this is in your life right now. You have this opportunity, and you may be, dilly-dalling around with it, investing a little bit in it, but you're not fully investing yourself into it because you don't believe in yourself. It's not so much the situation. So say for instance, this is a job or a career that you're wanting to create, or even a relationship that you're wanting to move into. The non-investment is not due to the fact that you feel it's not good enough for you. It's due to the fact that you don't feel worthy enough to push forward with it. You feel like you're going to fail. So instead of failing, you reject it altogether. This is a cycle that needs to end. Okay. So let's clarify here. We got the 7 of Pentacles here. Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? We got the 5 of Wands. Yeah, some of you guys are very much in conflict. That's why you're at this temporary pause in action. You've been investing, and I feel like you just want to see. It's almost like you want to see what the finished product is before you continue to invest into something. But it's just like, if you're, like I'm telling you, if you're put it in the form of stocks. Like, I'm not real familiar with stocks. I do my little research. I know a little bit about it. But when you invest in stocks, you take a lump sum of money and you invest into, however many stocks you're going to invest into, whether you buy, a singular stock, or you go and buy one of them, things. I can't think of it right now where you can buy multiple stocks at one time, invest in one time. Y'all know, I just can't think about it because I'm in terror mind and not business mind. When I switch to business cola, which y'all gonna see later, then I'll be able to spit all that out. But okay, so when you make that investment, you don't immediately get your money. It's not like you make the investment today and tomorrow you add $1 million. No, you get paid quarterly. So it's an investment that requires you to continue to, invest your energy into it once you put that initial investment into it. So for some of you guys, you have the situation that you've already initially invested, meaning it's already something that is active in your life, whether it's, like I'm telling you, a job, a relationship, a situation, no matter what it is, you've already invested yourself into it. But because you're lacking confidence, that's like if you have $2,000 and you want to invest in, this stock. This stock is going to do amazing, but you're afraid. So instead of investing into this stock, and it's almost like you got insider trading, what you're doing, but instead of investing into that stock, that $2,000 can turn into $200 million. You're just going to take that $2,000, and sure enough, it's a safe bet to get one of those. I can't think of them. Hold on one second. Let me find out what the fuck this is. Crazy. Mutual fund. So I was thinking market this. I was like, I can't remember what the name of it is. Okay, so say for instance you have a surefire, like that this investment is going to pay well. And say for instance you even got money to spare. Say you got $50,000-$60,000 to invest, but just to buy one share of this is going to be $2,000, and you're aware that it could bring you $200,000. You don't want to invest all your money into that. You really don't even want to invest the whole $2,000. So instead of doing that, you take the $2,000 and you invest it into mutual funds where you can spread your money out among other stocks, a different amount of stocks or whatever, so that your money is protected. If one stock doesn't do well, the other stocks can't hold it up. So instead of investing all your money into this, which is a bigger risk than these mutual funds, you'd rather take your time and energy and invest into the mutual funds where you know that you can stay stable and safe and protected and in your own little bubble, as opposed to investing into this risky stock, but this stock that you are also internally aware that is going to change your life in a drastic way. So for some of you guys, this is how you're dealing with your life right now. You know that there's an investment that you can make that is going to change your life in a drastic way, but it does take a risk. For some of you guys, it's a physical risk. For others of you, it's an emotional risk. You're aware of what it can give you, but because it's such a big risk and you're so afraid of failure, you're rejecting that desire, you're rejecting that risk, and you're going over here to where it's safe, to where something you've already done, you've already been a part of this, even though you ain't happy because you know you're not making as much as you could be making, you're not doing as much as you could be doing, you're not investing as much as you could be investing, but it's something that you're already settled in, whether it's just an energy that you have. This is what's keeping you in this cycle. So for some of you guys, it's about rising above that. You're keeping yourself at a delay. You're challenging your path. You're in a space of keeping yourself small right now. So the conflict, like I'm telling you, is the investment. Yes, invest at a steady rate, but don't be stuck. Because see, here, 5 of Wands, here, 2 of Swords, you're keeping yourself stuck. You're keeping yourself at a stalemate. And I hope I'm making sense when I start talking about stocks. Y'all, I'm gonna do some videos. I'm trying to get all this situated before I start breaking off into my other videos that I've been working on. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% sure when it comes to stocks and mutual funds and bonds and IRAs and all that. But I've done some research and I feel like I know enough to where I can start to try to help teach other people and learn at the same time. So if y'all got some tips and stuff, y'all let me know. But when I get to talking about, it's like if I get to talk about one thing, I can't talk about another thing that requires thought. And I don't know how many people like that, but I could know, like I could literally just been read something. But if I start concentrating on something else and you ask me about what I just did, I'm going to look at you like, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to know until I get back into that mode. My mind don't work like that. Who is that? What was that? The curtain fell? Hold on one second, y'all. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, I wasn't trying to confuse nobody, but I knew what I was trying to say. I just couldn't get the fucking words out. So, my bad. Alright, so I feel like with this 7 of Pentacles, you're blocking here, Ace of Wands, a new opportunity. You're blocking a new path because you're in a space of just kind of wait and see. You're investing something and you're watching that investment. You feel me? It's like watching water ball. It ain't gonna do nothing as long as you're sitting there watching it. Just leave the shit alone, and when you come back, it's gonna be ready to put your rice in. You feel me? So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you just kind of need to be in a space of understanding. Yes, it does require a risk and investment, but once you invest that time, energy, or whatever into this, I do feel like you're going to gain what you want because you got 10 cups all over this. You're going to be happy, but it does require you to know, not romanticize about the past. So say for instance, you're investing into something that at one point in time either was a failure, whether if it was a job, say you tried to start a business previously and you failed. Okay, a failure is not a failure. It's a lesson. It's only a failure if you're defeated and never try again. So if you guys have not succeeded in something previously, whether it be a job, a relationship, or anything like that, and you give up and never try again, yes, you have failed. But if you get up and try again, that's trial and error. That's just like when a scientist is studying, when a scientist is studying, like, you know, the traits and behaviors of a certain group of people, or if they're studying like how to, you know, isolate a certain something, they got to go through trials, they got to go through research, they got to, you know, continue to do these studies over and over again before they find that one thing that is correct. In life, you are the scientist, the alchemist within your life. So when you're starting new things, even in relationships, even in friendships, everything is trial and error. You got to go through these situations in order to figure out what's the right way and what's the wrong way for you to approach the next situation in your life. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you may have gotten lost in the lesson, still stuck or scorned by what happened previously, when in fact it happened to put you in a position to make better decisions moving forward. So for a lot of you guys, you know that there's an investment that needs to be made either with some relationship or something within your life, but your lack of confidence is preventing you from breaking this cycle of, and I feel like it's a cycle of self-depreciating, a cycle of just holding yourself back or restricting yourself. So 2 of Cups here. Why is this 2 of Cups here? We have, shit. We have the Empress here. Yeah, so this is some of you guys are really in a space of restricting. It looks like a new relationship from beginning. I feel like there needs to be some sort of cooperation. I feel like within your heart, you know that there needs to be some cooperation, some bringing things together, some working together. But for a lot of you guys, Queen of Swords, you're still trying to either identify whether or not it's right, or you're in a space of trying to identify if you are doing it the right way. So High Priestess here. I feel like you're searching for answers, and you know what I always tell, well, like I said the last time I looked at this, I ain't gonna say always because I only read from these like 4 times. I would be telling a fucking lie. The last time I read these, I pointed to this mirror here, and like I said then, you guys are looking externally for answers, but you see that mirror right there in your face? The answer is within you. So some of you guys need to look back at yourself. You need to figure out, why are you rejecting these things that you're manifesting within your life? Is it because you feel like you're small, like you're not ready to grow? Or do you feel like you don't deserve to grow, to expand? Because I feel like you know that whatever this is you're wanting to move toward is a good investment, but the lack of confidence or the lack of esteem within yourself is causing you to seek the answers from within. You feel me? That's like you go into the ice cream shop, and when the ice cream person asks you, well, what's your favorite flavor? You look to them and be like, I don't know. Can you tell me what my favorite flavor is? Like, how the fuck are they supposed to know? You gotta go within yourself. You gotta figure out what you like, what you want, what you need. Go within yourself and then make decisions based off of that. So High Priestess here, like I said, I do feel like you're seeking answers. Page of Wands here, trust your desires. Page of Wands, the answers are within. Page of Wands talks about your internal desires. A lot of you guys, you desire to have this 10 of Cups type of energy. You desire to have this satiety, this comfortable, loving, high vibration type of life, whether it be in a relationship or it be in your life as in what you create around you. You want this. High Priestess, you know that you have the capability of investing in this, and it does require you, Prince of Swords, to move forward. But for a lot of you guys, like I'm telling you, you know this, but you're detaching from that type of energy, from that knowledge of this, because you're lacking confidence of actually putting things in motion to do it. So King of Swords here, we got Temperance here. Let me see, did I miss a sign? High Priestess is Cancer energy. High Priestess also is associated with Taurus energy. Okay, so King of Swords here. King of Swords is Gemini energy. We had Temperance here with the 9 of Pentacles. Some of you guys, it's time for you to find your confidence. It's time for you to really, you need to find your confidence to change, to complete this cycle. I keep saying this. This is a cycle that, like, you have to complete this cycle. You're the only thing that's restricting you, and as long as you keep restricting yourself, you're gonna keep playing the same bullshit lessons over and over again. Even if you listen, God ain't gonna stop giving you a lesson just because you know that you know the right thing to do. If you don't make the right decisions, you're gonna continue to be stuck. So you may know all day long that it's time for you to move forward. You may know all day long that it's time for you to start your own career. You may know all day long that it's time for you to move into that relationship that you've been wanting to move into. You may know all along that you're wanting to branch out on your own and become an individual within your own right. But if you don't make the necessary adjustments, God gonna keep sending you the same situations, and he just gonna be looking at you like this. Okay, so you know what you need to do, but you ain't gonna do it. Okay, rewind, do it again. Different face, same shit. You feel what I'm trying to say? So for us, a lot of you guys, it is time, divine timing here. It is time for you to be confident. It is time for you to detach from what was, so that you can complete this cycle and change your life. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's your time is here. You got to remove the restrictions yourself. Like, no one can remove these restrictions that you've placed within your life. So we have the 8 of Swords here, 3 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles. Let's see here. Why is this 8 of Swords here? Lacking confidence, feeling restricted. These are mental restrictions. Adjustments. You got to make the adjustments. Okay, you're preventing yourself from making adjustments based off the prisons that you're creating for yourself. 9 of Pentacles here. Some of you guys could also feel like there's some adjustments to some responsibilities that need to be made. The thing about it is, you're trying to wait on making those adjustments, when in actuality you need to make those adjustments now. You need to put things in motion now. 3 of Swords. Yep. 3 of Swords is definitely about severing some connections. So some of you guys have some responsibilities that need to be cut off. And until you cut those responsibilities off, again, you're going to be repeating the same cycle. Stop repeating the same cycle. I don't care how comfortable you feel. You know if you need to change something within your life. You feel me? You know. You're the first person to know. Listen, I don't care if you don't acknowledge that you need to change. You know when things need to change in your life. So stop repeating the same fucking cycles. You cannot get you don't get different results by doing the same fucking thing. So if you keep getting the same results, it's because you keep doing the same shit. So it's time to change it up. It's time to switch up, Time to flip the switch. You got to learn your lesson. You learned your lesson. That's what's crazy. You already know what you need to do. You learned your lesson. You're just in this space of waiting because you're lacking confidence of actually doing what is necessary. So 3 of Pentacles here. And if this ain't you, you know, it don't resonate good. You feel me? If this don't resonate good, try again tomorrow. Let's see if we got a happier message. So we got Magician here with the 5 of Swords. I feel like for some of you guys, you know that someone in some sort of partnership is manipulating you. So this is about overcoming that, releasing something of the past, creating positive changes. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're needing to manifest a change within your thoughts so that you can put this in motion, so that you can move forward. I feel like the external influences, even though they may be a factor, even though they may be something that is interfering you or keeping you restricted, your external influences can only keep you as restricted as you allow them. You are in control of what's coming into your energy and what's leaving your energy. So if you got situations around you that are creating conflict, drama, people around you creating conflict and drama, take your ass, get your ass out the situation. You feel me? You know, I hear people all the time, every time they come to me, they always come with drama. Or every time I come home, this motherfucker arguing. Okay, then don't come home. Find a new home. You're not physically attached to that position. You weren't born with a building connected to you. You weren't born with anything else connected to you besides what God granted you when you came into this world. So for a lot of people, we get stuck in the environmental situations, get stuck in the external of what is, instead of understanding that you as an individual person have the ability to remove yourself from anything that is restricting you or oppressing you in any way, shape, or form. If you are in, like I'm telling you, you're in a relationship, somebody's oppressing you, they beating on you, listen, when they go to sleep, sneak out the fucking window, leave. You don't have to take nothing with you. I know you don't want to be out there on your own, but go to a shelter, go to the police station, go to the hospital, go somewhere to where you can get away from this situation. You feel what I'm trying to tell you? Go, if you can't trust your friends or your family, go somewhere where you feel like it's somebody you can trust. Go to a fucking a nunnery or something. Like, get out of that situation. Remove yourself from the situation. You feel me? We get lost in the surroundings as opposed to going within ourselves and understanding that these surroundings can be changed just by us merely making a decision to change them. So for a lot of you guys, in order to put this in motion, you got to make the positive changes. You got to make the adjustments. You got to stop juggling this, and see what's important. See what's worth you taking your time, consistently keeping it in the air. If you got something that's in a negative and it keep weighing this arm down and you got to keep trying to hold something up, toss that shit to the side and then keep moving on with your life. You feel me? If it is something that is a necessity, then the adjustments are going to be made once you toss it to the side to where it fits your needs. You feel me? So we got the 8 of Pentacles here. Like I'm telling you, it does require some work. Some of you guys, it requires you really becoming a part of what you're wanting to feel or do. So if you want something new in your life, you got to become a part of that energy by releasing all those old restrictions. Why is this 8 of Pentacles here? 6 of Cups. Some of you guys got to work on removing away from the, 4 of Swords, 6 of Cups, shitting me. Some of y'all got to retreat from a past situation. You're dealing with an unstable situation in the past that you need to move away from. Something that you could have previously committed yourself to. The problem that I feel is going on, you need to be in alignment with your wealth. You were committed to something previously that was wealth to someone or something else. Either you were investing your time and energy into a job that was unfulfilling. Not saying that there had to be anything necessarily wrong, but you may not have been happy. You may not have been progressing. You may have just been in suspension, consistently losing time, losing energy, losing essence. So now you have the ability to move past this delay, invest into changes for yourself, create a different cycle for yourself, move toward what makes you happy. You have an investment here toward your own happiness that is happening, but you have to, 4 of Swords, 6 Cups, 4 of Swords, you have to retreat from the past. You have to retreat from past emotions. You have to retreat from past memories. You have to retreat from what was and understand that you're creating a new now and a better future. So for a lot of you guys, this 10 Pentacles here, this is committing to your investment into your own abundance, into yourself, into your own happiness. This is about committing to really working on getting out of these cycles. So we got the Queen of Wands here with the 10 of Cups. Why is this Queen of Wands here? We have the 7 of Swords here. So for some of you guys, I do feel like, now for some of you guys, you were dealing with someone, an external source. I feel like you're underestimating. No. if some of you guys were dealing with someone, you may have found out that someone you were dealing with had another person, another woman, and you may be walking away from that, or another man, and you may be walking away from that. Someone may be cutting off someone after some information. So someone could be cutting someone off that they've got some history with after some information has been like released. I feel like for some of you guys, this could be what's happening. For others of you, I feel like you're needing to move forward because you're in an unstable place. Mentally, you're having instabilities. 8 of Swords here. You're really in a space of feeling restricted. You need to embrace the end of these by acknowledging your own motherfucking power. Acknowledging that you are a powerhouse. That you have the ability to create and do any motherfucking thing in this world that you choose just by you choosing to do it. So for some of you guys, this is just about seeing your true essence. Even if that situation did happen, so the fuck what? Okay, they cheated. They did what they did. Let them go. See that as an obstacle or something that is bothering, that is weighing you down, that is holding you down, because now you got all this extra baggage from the past of what this was. Let all that shit go. You feel me? Cut off those extensions. Really invest in your happiness moving forward. Invest in you choosing the life that is going to create the highest vibration of unconditional love and abundance for you. Okay, so with this 10 of Cups here and this 8 of Cups, some of y'all are walking away from a family. Okay, some of y'all are in the space of walking away from what was, because you see that there's a celebration of happiness waiting for you elsewhere, whether it be through another person or whether it be in just a whole new mindset and freedom from what was. So we got 10 Cups here. Ace of Swords here, 7 of Wands. Yes, some of you guys, I do feel like you're needing to set yourself apart. You needed to stand up for what you believe. You want to be happy. Somebody is in this motherfucker, and you know what's crazy? I just did Sagittarius for July, I think, or no, for the week, and this was the message. It was like I know what makes me happy. So someone here is making necessary changes, setting themselves apart because they know what makes them happy, and they are going to defend that knowledge. Someone is acting off of what they know. And I do feel like with the 8 of Cups, someone may be in a space of walking away from a relationship of the past or from some sort of connection, job, something from the past. Why are you in that basket, girl? All right, so let's see what messages we have. We got the Death card here. Yeah, there's a transformation. Someone is growing. Someone is walking away. Someone is on a new path, spiritually, emotionally. Someone is wanting to move forward. Emperor here, gaining control. Scorpio energy, Aries energy. Hey, man, this emotional growth here is major. I don't feel like you're repeating the same cycles. I feel like you're walking away from a cycle. I feel like you're just like done with this shit. Most definitely. I know I can't put that on YouTube. I'm gonna have to find another way to say that, but I feel like someone is coming into their own dominion. I feel like you've been stuck at a crossroads, been very disappointed about this, but you're seeing clearly now. So I do feel like some of you guys, there may be some challenging information. For others of you, you are speaking your truth and you letting it be known. I've been dealing with this cycle over and over and over again, but now I'm wanting to create something new for myself. I know what I want. I know what's going to make me happy, and this ain't it. So let's see what guidance we have. I like this. I like this. Empower yourself. Get out them fucked up ass cycles, man. Make room for the abundance in your life. That's all I'm going to say. What messages we have for the collective moving forward? What messages, what guidance do we have for the collective moving forward? Whoa. What messages, what guidance do we have? So some of you guys, you're accepting the future. You're moving forward here. Yep, you've had a revelation. You want to move forward. You want to be happy. So some of you guys are being compassionate to yourself. You're making the decisions. Yep, death and magic. You're putting it into something because you really want to move forward. You want to flow into this new life for yourself. I like it. So this is all I have. Until next time, y'all.